start with two of the reverse sear cuts that I'll do today. I've got a tri-tip and a porterhouse. It's a nice, super marbled porterhouse. What you're getting with certified Angus beef. Beautiful marbling and consistency. And then we've got this really nice tri-tip. And I've got a Santa Maria rub, which is traditionally how tri-tip is cooked on the West Coast, is using a Santa Maria grill, which is an open fire grill where you can lower and raise the grates to cook your beef. So to kind of get that flavor out of our kitchen here, since we don't really have that ability to cook over wood, what I'll do is I'll put the Santa Maria rub and then put it into the Game Changer, get that smoke on it, slowly bring it up to temp, and then finish it over super high heat on our grill. Because in the test kitchen here, it is a gas grill, so this is a way to get that fire smoked flavor onto something that's going to be cooked completely over gas and indoors. This rub consists of coarse kosher salt, coarse pepper, garlic, granulated onion, and then granulated honey rather than brown sugar or any other sweet component, because it just adds a nice flavor to it. It's something a little different. And then for the porterhouse, I'm just gonna go simple salt and pepper. And again, we're gonna go a reverse sear, and because it's a porterhouse, I'm gonna season it very liberally. And we're just gonna go reverse sear. Again, slowly bring it up to temp. I usually pull right around 100 to 110, and then finish it over high heat to get that char. We've got a nice char broiler type grill here, but again, you're not gonna get that kind of smoky wood-fired flavor out of it. So being able to put a little smoke on it, just gradually bring it up before we get that sear, really will impart that much more flavor and just kind of highlight the beef. So we got these on a rack, catch any fat, and then we'll go right into the Game Changer. And we already have a couple things going on in here. We've got our smoked meatloaf, and then some smoked beef back ribs. Beef back ribs don't get enough love. I mean, everybody loves pork baby backs, but what about the beef back ribs? There are a lot of boneless ribeyes out there in the world, and there's nothing better you could be doing with the bones from those ribeyes than smoking them as a whole rack. Typically reverse sear, I would say, as long as you're under 300, you're not roasting at that point, so you are gonna do a reverse sear. I like it more around the 2 to 250 range, but since we've got some other things in here, we're riding at 275 right now. And I'll probably actually drop the temperature because my ribs are about done. Meatloaf is pretty close, so I think I'm gonna drop the temp to 250 just to be a little more gentle with the steak and the tri-tip, and just let the meatloafs ride out on that lower temp, because everything's pretty close that I started earlier, and I would rather ride these at 250 or below, but 275 is acceptable if you need to push it a little bit faster. I love to reverse sear. I love the idea of slowly bringing things up to temp and then getting a good char on them. And the Game Changer has been great for that because I can dial it down to as low of a temperature as I realistically need and slowly bring up the meat, give it that smoked flavor, and then finish it on the grill for that nice char and crust. After having the Game Changer in my kitchen for the past year and a half, it really has been a game changer for me because I've realized that when you have a smoked product, there's a lot of variables in it, and this really takes the variables out of that equation and gives you a consistent product. So if you're looking at getting one for your kitchen, I definitely highly recommend one.
Make you change. Game Changer. Game on, smoke on.